Luna is friendly with medium energy and she's curious. Dart is loving, polite, and housebroken. Spread out and meet Larry, Curly, and Mo. They aren't trained, but they're happy and playful. Caution, they may throw pies. Kitties are in short supply. And speaking of, did you know bunnies can be trained like kitties? Learn what activities are coming to the APL. And we have another visit to Dog Alley. It's Pick Your Next Pet at the ACAPL.
Welcome everybody. First pup on our list today is Miss Luna. Now I labeled her as medium energy, and I still do stand by that. You know, you'll see her out here in the clips that she's running around and jumping on me and a little mouthy and all this stuff. She really, really wants to play. But in her kennel, she's very well behaved. She knows to kind of circle up, take a seat, rest in the afternoon, that kind of thing. So that's why I put her as medium energy, because I feel like she's the type, as long as she got out, got her playtime, got her walks, especially very more regular outside time in a yard like this, or even if you don't have a fence and you put her on a runner, I think that she will then chill out when she's in the home. You know, when she knows it's time to relax, she'll relax, especially if she has a designated spot. Like right now, she goes right to her cot. She knows her kennel, so she has no problems. She walks decent on leash. She doesn't pull me around, yank me around too bad. Because of the jumpiness and the mouthiness, I would probably say older kids. Now, when she's putting her mouth on me, she's not biting down. I have no scratches. I have no nothing. If anything, maybe accidental bruising from the jumping and the force. But even that's something, I mean, again, we have lots and lots of dogs right now. None of them are getting the attention that they need. So a lot of even what you see in these clips may not even be their true self, because they're just so excited and worked up. But I mean, other than that, I love her. I think she's an absolute sweetheart. Now, she did come in with another dog. Her name was Demi, so we had Demi and Luna, and they got along great. I had no issues with them. They stayed in the same kennel together until Demi got adopted. Luna was a little bit older, so she probably had been with the family, whoever the previous family was, longer. They were both strays, so I have no history on them. I know that Luna loves toys. She will rip up stuffies, but like even hard bones, rope bone, I mean anything. She always, when she came in to her kennel, she had to go right to where the pile of toys was to see what all we gave her and dig through them and play. Whereas her roommate Demi, like she'd look and she'd see what they got, but she was never as crazy about toys. So I mean, again, you'll see in the clips me throwing the ball for her, so she definitely loves to play chase. I could see her enjoying a game of tug. So using toys will actually probably be a tool for training for her as well. She's not super treat motivated, though she is a good eater. So it probably would be about finding the right kind of treats. She might have certain ones that she prefers over others. But as far as eating, she ate anything I put in front of her. I had no issues. I even was able to feed the two, Demi and Luna, together at the same time. I never put anything high value in there. I did just kibble if I had to give high value stuff or their monthly preventatives. I did kind of split them up to do that. But they never ever showed me anything that they had any issues. So I do think she could go and live with another dog. I think she definitely would want to play. She'd want to have some fun. So a higher energy dog to play with and help wear her out would be very beneficial. I do think that if she's not housebroken because of our overnights, but I think that she's close. She comes out here, she potties right away. Oh no! She ran right, a little bit of a bull in a china shop, huh? She came running right into the thing. So
I told her we were going to go to a china shop after this.
She's a little bit of a tank, but I think it's a lot of just pent up energy right now. Otherwise, like I said, absolute sweetheart. No issues for medical, no issues for us training, like behavior wise. I just love her. So she just needs a higher energy family out there to bring her on in.
What do you think about felines?
I think there's potential for kitties. I worry a little bit she might be a cat chaser. But if you're willing to try it, I'd be willing to try it, but I would use caution. That was a close one, girlfriend. She just brushed the back of my legs.
We have some dogs on the other side of the fence.
No interest in the cookies. It's like supposed to be trail mix.
Oh,
So it's all different kinds of cookies.
that sounds good. I like trail mix.
I know, how beautiful. Can you tell them apart? Oh, who's who?
Luna seems to do good with other dogs.
Oh gosh, the body slam. She's something. Oh, is that really necessary? Really?
I think he's trying to get some static electricity going.
Maybe. Honey, you make a big mess. The next boy I have here, his name is Dart. He's about 5 years old, so and that's an age estimate, as always, but he's a little on the older side, you could say, compared to majority of our population. So if you're looking for kind of a middle-age-ish dog with less of the puppy personality, Dart here could be a really good option. Now, he got his name because nobody could catch him. He was loose in a neighborhood for a couple days, likely a dump in the area because
he just looked at me like, I'm so ashamed.
Likely a dump because nobody, like, he didn't stay in one area or keep going back to a house or anything. Like, he was just roaming around. And nobody could catch him. And the dog wardens ended up having to trank him from afar. So he got the name Dart. So we were a little worried about him.
So they shot him with a dart?
Yes.
He fell over like an elephant.
A tranquilizer gun.
Wow.
Yeah, they had to trank him. That's something new that our team has started doing, just because it can be over quicker. You know, it's either that or a trap, and at least if they can trank him, it's, you know, right away. They can take him right in. So they brought him in, let him wake up from the meds. So we were a little worried about what that meant for his personality.
Give him some hot coffee.
Yeah. But I kind of realized right away that he was a big lover. I mean, he was definitely scared at first, but after like 2 bowls of food, he was like, all right, you guys are my new best friends. We're all good, happy as a clam. You can see he's just a doll. I mean, he's just my type. He's that nice medium to large, chunky body, big head with the cute ears. I mean, to me, he's just got it all. Everything I'm looking for in a dog, he's got it. He may not be everybody's preference, but super sweet. Now, one of the biggest things y'all say about him, he came to us already neutered. So I was very surprised at that. That's very, very rare around here that they come to us as strays already neutered. So at some point in his life, he had to have had somebody who loved him, cared about him. He probably got neutered, you know, as a youngin', as a puppy or something like that. He was not microchipped, so there was no contact info. He didn't have a collar on. But he's so good, and he's so handsome. Housebroken. He does not pee in his kennel.
He's got the longest pee in history here.
Yes, so he will not go overnight. Only time he had an accident was when he had an upset tummy after he got all his first round of vaccines and medicines and stuff. Other than that, he's been excellent. He walks decent on a leash. I do think he's interested in other dogs. When they come at him very strongly, he gets a little nervous and he kind of backs off and he just minds his business. He doesn't bug anybody, but you'll kind of see in the clips, he gets very excited when he sees another dog walking by. If they want to play, I think he'd want to play. Like I said, he's right at that nice age where he's not really a puppy anymore, but still clearly plenty of energy, wants to play. He'll chase toys, doesn't seem to really like play fetch, but you know.
But he catches the ball.
He gets it, he brings it back, yeah.
So there's a potential if you say, come here, boy, and praise him.
It could be definitely worked on and trained into him. But let me tell you, I fell fast for him. He has not been here very long. I think only like a week, maybe a week and a half he's been here. But because he's neutered, he now has everything. He has his rabies, he has his microchip, he has all his vaccines. He may need a booster while he's still here, if he's here for much longer. Other than that, a doll. Super sweet dog. So I would love to get him out here quickly. Obviously, I feel that way about every animal in this building. But I wanted you guys to see him and meet him because I really do think he's pretty special.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Here, puppy. Come here. Sit. Sit. I know you know it. Come here. Ah. What a dork. He don't want you. Okay. No, don't like the trail mix.
Really?
Yeah, I like dried cranberries better.
Oh, yeah, that'd be all right.
Cranberry fan, yeah. Come here. Come here, big boy. God. Every time I'm so scared he's gonna run right into my knees. Who's that?
Hey,
Who's barking? What's he doing?
I'm trying to get some more of your face, but you can come over, I guess.
Head bomb. Head bomb. Here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Hold on. Time to get the cookies out of the pocket. Here. Sit. I know you know how. You sit every day before I feed your dinner. Wait. Nope.
No?
That's cheating. That's cheating. That toy stopped it. He's carrying the frisbee. Give me. Give me. Hey, Precious. Yeah, you big scaredy. These guys are Larry, Curly, and Mo. I know that this one right here is Larry. That's my boy. He's the most confident of the group. They're gonna go see some other puppies right now. And then, what do we say? Curly is our blonde, or you could say tan, right here that I have my hands on. Hi. And then Mo back there. Mo's definitely our shyest. So he's the more like grayish beige tone. And he's been the most reserved from the beginning.
He doesn't poke the others with his eyes or anything?
No, and he definitely, when these two get into it, so if the other two are playing really rough and going crazy and very vocal, Mo kind of stays back and just watches and lets them do their thing. He doesn't want to get involved in all that super duper craziness. So if you need a very like submissive puppy to fit into your pack or something like that, Mo could be a really good option. Now, obviously, he needs help building that confidence, so that'll be something you work on once he's in the home, and I think he'll come right out of his shell, especially once he's away from these two crazies. I mean, you can see he's still very curious. He wants to be involved. He just doesn't like the intenseness of the other two, I would say. Larry is probably the most confident, so if you need a really, out there, ready to go kind of dog that's not really going to be scared in new situations, that's going to be this guy right here. He's the happiest. And then Curly, there's kind of the happy medium of, like, he is a little shy, but still really, really wants to play, wants to be rough and tumble, wants to be out there. So he's a sweetie pie, too. They came to us as strays, one of those, I just found who knows the truth. I mean, the guy could have been telling the truth. Don't get me wrong. Puppies get dumped all the time. But they also could have been ones from a litter of his that just didn't sell and he just didn't want them anymore, so he brings them to us. It happens. Now, it's been a while since we've had intermittent puppies of like the 4 to 5 month range. But it's been a while since we had a little group of them. So that was it's hard. They're hard work, but it was fun. The first day that I was here, that they were here, I did go and spend a few minutes with them and play and whatever. And because they're more reserved, I mean, now they're kind of all over us. But when the first few days when they were kind of shy, it was kind of nice you could play with them, but not feel like you were getting attacked by puppies. Puppies are great, as I say all the time, because they can tend to mold and fit into any family. So if you have, like I said, you got kids, you got a pack of dogs, you live on a farm with lots of farm animals, or maybe you want a dog you can train to go out in public with you, you're a big hiker and you want a hiking buddy, I mean, anything, they can mold and fit to that lifestyle. I never recommend them for really laid back homes. If you just spend a lot of time at home, you just want to cuddle bug and watch movies, whatever, you can definitely train a puppy for that. But getting through those first, the puppy phase and the first few months to a year can be rather difficult, because they do require the energy, it's like having a baby, you know, you want to put them on a schedule, a routine, if you're going to do crate training or, you know, house breaking, I mean, anything like that.
They are kind of babies.
That is my watch. They are. I say it all the time. But I say taking home any shelter dog is like taking home a baby or taking home a puppy, because, oh, babies. Hi, sweet things. Hi, sweet things. Yeah. They're just, I mean, they're dolls. They're so sweet. They have great personality. They really have a lot of intelligence behind their eyes, this group. You can tell they're really thinking really hard about stuff a lot, and they're trying to figure out what you're wanting from them. You saw them figure out the stairs pretty quickly once I was asking them to. So, you know, I think they have a lot of potential to really, like I said, fit into a lot of different homes.
And if you have cats or something, they could probably pretty easily adapt.
That's what I was saying.
Especially the cats trained now.
Right.
When you do that, you're gonna get swatted. Ow.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely one huge benefit of puppies. If you have a lot going on in your home, they can be a really easy one to kind of mold in, as long as you're willing to put the work in. And when you put the work in, you get an excellent dog out of it. I can speak for that. I have coworkers that can speak for that. Do the work, and you have a really good dog for the rest of their lives. You just got to get through what I call the T-Rex phase, the dinosaur phase. That's from about 6 months till, for being my dog, it took till about 3 years old for him to fully settle down and actually start acting like an adult dog. He still has his moments, but I'll never regret it, and I think most people that get a puppy and then put the work in wouldn't regret it.
Have they ever thrown a pie in your face?
I'm sure they would if they could.
You gotta have to act like the high society person though before they throw a pie in your face.
I'm certainly not that. Are you jealous? Hi. What is this baby? What is this baby? Oh my goodness, I'm right here.
I want attention, I want attention, I want attention. Me too. You gonna eat the steps there, dog?
I probably thought about it. Hi. You hear all that craziness going on? I like these guys.
It's time for Ask Ashley. Ashley here at ACAPL.org. Steed is S-T-E-E-D. And so you've got a lot of stuff coming up. So let's just talk about what you have that people can go to. And
absolutely. So one of our big things we're focusing on at the beginning of April is some outside cleanup. So if anybody out there has a green thumb, is willing to put some manual labor in, it's not too much. I mean, it's, you know, some raking, clearing out our flower beds. We're trying to redo our memorial garden, which is outside. It's a beautiful little space that our dog walkers can walk by. We also have what's known as our sensory trail, which is where we plant all kinds of animal safe herbs or other types of flowers that give off scents. So the same thing, when our dog walkers are walking dogs around, they have little stations to stop and sniff at. It was a hit last year. Hardest part was not letting the dogs pee on them, but
they wouldn't do that.
No, never, right? But it was really cute. I know we had like mint, and I think we even had like catnip out there, and I mean all kinds of stuff. So that was really cool. So we're trying to get all that set and ready to go for the summer. So we're starting in April. Spring cleanup, right?
You said a green thumb. Does that mean they can be planting flowers too?
Mm-hmm, yeah, because we're trying to pull old stuff out, plant new stuff, that kind of thing. So that's coming up here. If that's something you're interested in, email me or Melinda, our volunteer coordinator, and she'll get you signed up for those days. Also in April, we have 2 different events. We have a lot of events in April. We have a lot going on. So, okay, I'll start with, we do have our annual meeting, which is, I believe, open to the public. It's on Sunday, April 13th. All of these events, by the way, are posted on Facebook. So, or if you're not on Facebook and you'd like a list of events coming up or anything like that, you can reach out to us. We have our annual board meeting, which will be here at the shelter. Starts at 10 in the morning. So we're going to clean up everything as quick as we can. Our dogs won't be done by then, but like get our cat room done, get all our public areas open and ready to go, and hopefully get anyone in the community who has questions or anything like that. We're going to talk about future plans, where we're at, that kind of thing. The day before that, we're still finalizing plans for this, so this one may not be on Facebook yet, but keep an eye out for it. I know that our board is planning like an Easter egg hunt, so like a little bit of like a fundraiser and just get together, hang out, kind of thing. That's going to be at Red Brook Metro Park in Ashtabula. We're hoping to, if we can get volunteers for it, we'd like to bring animal ambassadors, adoptables out there to hang out, but I still think that will be a really cool event, something to get families involved in, you know. And then we have 2 different weekends that we are going to be bringing our bunnies to Tractor Supply. So we are really, really pushing getting bunnies home this spring. We're going to show you some clips of, you know, where they're at right now. They're both very good bunnies. I mean, they definitely make a mess of their space, but it's because their space is limited. When they both had bigger areas at one point, they were much cleaner. So I will say that. Borderline, both of them are litter box trained. They definitely both use the litter box. They only go outside of the litter box when the litter box is full and hasn't been changed frequently enough.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's the kind of thing. My mom had a bunny when she was in college that roamed the house just like a cat, was litter box trained just like a cat. They can be indoor friendly, you know, happy-go-lucky animals for your family.
Those noses keep wiggling, you know.
They do.
Yeah.
And they do like to chew on stuff, so you have to offer them lots of cardboard and safe wood. We can get you started on stuff, but there's definitely lots of resources online or your local 4-H groups that you can reach out to for more information about, you know, safely housing bunnies.
You had a whole lot more than that before, right?
We did. So it was over a year ago now that we had a case that we took in 50 plus bunnies. Whoa. And then some of them had babies, and it turned into, I believe, over 70 at one point. We have relocated.
They breeded like rabbits.
They sure did. So they all went to other rescues. I know Lake Humane has taken a handful from us over time, and that's great. And now we're just down to these last 2, and it's mostly because we just don't have the space, that we don't feel right having them in, you know, they're in like wire crates right now. It works. We have good staff that takes care of them, cleans them, keeps an eye on them all day, but they deserve more. I think some people don't realize that how much space a bunny really needs to feel safe and comfortable. They can still have a safe place like a cage or a crate for when you're not home, but when you are, and you can give them access to a little play pen, and even taking them outside in the summertime, same thing, in a play pen, a safe area, can be really beneficial for them. So, and we are really hoping to get them out of here. I know the fees are very, very low. I want to say it's $25 for a bunny, but even at that, we negotiate at this point because we just want them to go home so badly. So they are both fixed. One's a male, one's a female. They're pretty sweet. I mean, they don't like love to be handled, but they will allow you to pick them up and move them around. They love treats. They love carrots. They're happy bunnies, but they just deserve more, you know.
Do they ever take the wrong turn at Albuquerque?
No, nothing like that. They just hang out here.
Okay.
So in here there are actually 2 cats. I'm not sure if both will come out and say hi, but this is Royce and Ritter. They are actually currently one of our longest residents, but they have only been in our system for a couple of months. So like I said, our kitty adoptions have been excellent lately. We are so happy that most of our cats end up on the fast track and are out within, I think it's about 3 weeks, honestly. As long as we can get their surgeries taken care of pretty quickly, and they're all friendly.
The sad thing is that when they're here so long that they order like return address things for the envelopes.
Yeah. So these guys, I mean, clearly super duper
Oh, there's
sweet.
one above there. Okay.
Yeah, there he is. I have no concerns about them. I think they're super duper sweet. They don't have to go home together, but they absolutely could. They love each other. They have no issues. They play together. They're likely litter mates. I believe they were from a humane situation, so we don't really know too much about their life before, but they're so young. They could really adjust to pretty much anything. And I definitely have seen them grooming each other. Like, I mean, they just love each other. I know. Well, whichever one this one is, he clearly loves the love. He's a snuggly baby. And I think the other one's going to come around here too. They're probably just a little tempted to escape.
No.
But I know that they were much smaller. I remember them being much smaller, so they're getting bigger every day that they're here. So I hope someone comes and scoops them up pretty quickly here. Hi. Before they become big old full-grown adult cats, you know. Like I said, they're still babies, so they can fit into pretty much any home. They might be a little scared initially, but once they come out of their shell, don't even think about it. You're going to get 2 very, very nice kitties. Little tiny bit. Good baby. What's up?
Think how much of your brain is used up by names of dogs that come through here and you never see them again.
For almost 4 years now, you know. Good girl. You think, yeah? Oh, my dancer wants some. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Good baby. Alright, we're gonna circle around to the other side. Isn't he so cute? I can't take it. I'm so handsome.
walking a dog and I'm never blue. I'm a walking the dog. I ain't thinking about you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking the dog and a painting the town. Such an easy life